Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kerry. And I'm here at the bungalow this evening with the lovely Kimberly Farrah.
Hi Kerry, it's nice to be here.
It's nice to see you again, such a familiar face.
Yes it is, it's been a while though.
It has been, but I think time has not put any distance between our relationship.
Definitely agree with that one.
Yes, and we're going to do some interesting conversations, so I hope you're ready.
I'm prepping myself right now mentally.
So, you've been Miss Trinidad and Tobago 2015, and that has changed your life in so many different ways.
Yes.
So let's start there. Tell us, how was that experience?
Well, most people may know my experience was quite different from the others, but I wouldn't change anything about it. You know, people would ask me a lot of times, would you, like now, knowing what I went through, if I would go back up for, you know, Miss World, say back in 2015, knowing that I would have endured whatever I went through then?
Right.
My answer is yes. The reason being is because it helped mold and shape me into the person that I am today. Now, that didn't come with, you know, consequences, or it didn't come with issues coming up within myself. It
Right.
actually showed me a lot about myself. And in that season, it was a trying time. Coming out of it was even more challenging. I know I mentioned to you at some point in time that coming out of that, it took me over a year and something to actually regain myself.
I know people see pretty faces and they often think that a pretty face just makes things a bit easier. But it wasn't that easy for you.
No, it wasn't. It was quite the opposite. It was very, very difficult coming out of it, and again, because of my experience, I had a lot of exposure at that time. When
Right.
I came back home from China, I came back and it was literally like I met a slump because there was nothing to do.
There's nothing to come back to.
No, there's nothing. I literally felt as though, okay, I primed myself up, I got myself going, and I shoot myself, you know, I propelled myself in that direction, and then I came back and I'm like, okay, what's next? What do I do from here? And it took me a really long time to figure myself out.
Right.
And I'm grateful for where I am now.
And where are you now?
I am still at the place where I'm trying to figure things out, but I'm a lot clearer as to who I am as an individual, what I stand for, what I believe in,
Right.
Things that I love and enjoy doing. Because back then, coming out of it, that year that I spoke about just now, I literally had to ask myself simple questions like, what do you like to eat? Like,
Really?
I literally lost myself in the midst of all that was happening.
Would you say that that experience has changed your life and the way that you see life?
Definitely, it helped me mature a lot, you know. That experience helped me grow. I was 22 at the time, and I felt as though I had to, you know, be a lot older than I had to think very maturely.
Right.
I had to make mature decisions because at the end of the day, it was my choice whether I wanted to pursue,
Beauty?
yeah, or not. I could have called it quits, you know.
Right. But you didn't.
I didn't, because there was a lot more at stake for me. It came down to my reputation, and that, when it started messing with that part of my being, something that I guarded with my life, and it was so precious to me.
Right.
I said, you know what, we gotta go the high road.
It was no longer an institution. It was now you having to safeguard yourself, your person.
Yes, definitely. That is exactly what it came down to.
What advice would you give to younger girls heading into the beauty industry? And, you know, because everybody thinks it's glitz and glams and fashion and photography and photos and makeup, and it's not quite that simple.
No, it isn't. My advice would be just don't lose yourself in it.
Right.
Always remember who you are. Always keep that in front of you. Yes, you may enjoy, because I do. I enjoy looking gorgeous, putting on makeup, doing my hair. You know, I enjoy all those things. But what is the substance within me? When I sit by myself and I'm alone, can I enjoy my own company?
Right.
And you know what? It's really important to keep yourself in that kind of headspace.
I feel like, you know, a lot of us tend to lose ourselves, and we tend to forget that we have our real self.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to please so many other people. Can you relate to that?
Yes, I can. I can relate to that in so many ways. Until I said, you know what, this year I'm just gonna do me. Who doesn't like me as I am? Well, hard luck. I love me for who I am.
Right.
And it has been a journey to that place of self-love.
And I think that's important. Loving yourself not only for what others expect you to be,
Yeah.
but to be comfortable
In your own skin.
in your
just
own
who
skin.
you are.
Right. What are some of your beauty, like you look ageless. You haven't changed. I mean, a lot has changed on the inside.
Yeah.
But what do you do to take care of the
Actually,
outside?
it's really interesting how you said that because my mom saw a photo of me a few days ago and she was like, Kim, you literally look the same way since you were 16. And I'm like, oh, well, I feel good because I'm kind of far from 60 now. I feel really good about it. But actually, for me, I believe that everything that you see here has to do with stuff that goes on the inside. So the way you treat your body,
Right.
what you put into it is what you'll get out of it.
Right.
Right? So for me, it's about maintaining a semi-healthy lifestyle because I'm not going to say that I'm the girl that will order a salad. I'm not that girl.
Right.
I still eat, but you know what? Keeping active a bit. I'm still not in the gym as much as I should be, but just keep.
You look good.
Thank you. I think it's my genes though. It's nothing to do with my efforts, to be really honest. But yeah, just doing all of that, and then I love to use a lot of natural stuff. So
Right.
I use like turmeric and stuff on my skin as opposed to using all those.
The more modern methods and
it works fine. Well, at least I think it works fine.
you do. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Many times people think that obstacles equals failure. But how does failure set you up for success?
One thing that I would say is that I've mastered failing. I fail miserably, but I actually learn a lot through my failures. The only way that life really gets to teach you lessons is through your
through
trials and your failures. And that is what sets you up and propels you to a higher space. And it does set you up for success. You know what? Because you may try something over and over, and each time you fail, you learn a lesson.
Right.
So you know probably what not to do or what to do.
Right.
And when you apply it, you get a little bit
Better
high. Yeah,
and better
yeah.
and better and better. And then life puts you
Yeah. Then
right
next
here.
thing, next
Coffee
thing you know,
with-
you're here with Coffee
with
with Kerry.
What we're
well,
having.
we kind of changed that up a bit, but that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay. What habit would you say that is most, like silly, or that thing that you might do that makes you feel comfortable?
Oh, damn. I read a lot. Most people don't know that I read a lot. I have a lot of books. Most of my friends don't know I read a lot, actually. I binge read. So I would read a really long book in like a day or two.
No way. That's
Yeah.
worse than watching Netflix.
Oh, give me a break. But people still, indulge in a little Netflix binge watch the series and
So
stuff.
you binge read.
I binge read.
And what's your favorite book?
Well, that changes with time.
Right.
But right now I'm sticking with Michelle Obama's Becoming.
Nice.
I actually really enjoy reading about her life story and how each thing that she encountered in her life actually propelled her to where she is now.
To where she is. Wow. So who would you say would be someone who's maybe influenced your life, or maybe a mentor, somebody that you look up to?
In life in general, to be really honest, this might sound really cliche, but it's my mom.
No, that's not.
No, really. Like, my mom is the woman.
She's the real deal.
Yeah, she is. She's that woman. She raised both my sister and I. She was a single parent. My dad passed away when we were really young, and she had to do it all on her own. And she's a boss. I love my mom.
So cool. Where do you find that common ground? Like, we tend to lose balance and we tend to lose sight of where we're heading.
Right.
What would you say centers you and brings you back to?
But my spirituality does. I am a Christian, and really and truly spending time with my God, that really pulls me in a space when I'm going through a hard time or when I'm facing a challenge. That
Right.
really pulls me into a deep space.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten? And what's the best advice you would give young girls?
One of the best pieces of advice I got was to just be myself. Just
Right.
be unapologetic.
I feel that's so important in today's world that we forget to be ourselves.
Because we live in a world, and I'm not bashing anybody, but we live in a world of Kim Kardashians.
Right.
It's that era that we're in, and everybody wants to be glamorous and walk around looking like a Kardashian. And but that's not reality for most of us.
No.
It's just reality for a minority. And it's okay. It's okay to just be who you are in your own space,
Right.
enjoying your own life, writing your own rules.
So what advice would you give to like a young girl, maybe wanting to enter the beauty industry or the beauty world?
It would come back to being grounded in who you are as an individual.
Right.
Not letting yourself go with the wind, but keeping your opinions and your ideas and your beliefs intact. Don't let it just fly with the wind, like I just said, but stay grounded and true to who you are as a person. And don't let that change for anything or anyone.
Never. I don't think that that you should change for anyone just because they say it's so.
Yeah, but you know what? That happens a lot to people. We value the opinions of others a lot.
Do you think social media has influenced that?
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Social media, again, we're in that era of Kardashians, and social media is a big part of it. And I love social media. I do believe that we can use it to positively influence others.
Like what we're trying to do right now.
Yeah. And like nothing is wrong with social media. Just don't let how the other girl looking bother you, girl. Girlfriend, you do you.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, you do you, boo.
What makes Kimberly relax? What makes you feel balanced? And what do you do to zen?
Oh my gosh. I let my hair down. Most people don't know this, but on a daily basis, I like even going to work, I don't wear makeup. I wear makeup probably like once
now?
a month. Yeah, probably like once a month, believe it or not. I usually don't comb my hair. Like, I would comb my hair like once a week. I had to comb it today, obviously, But yeah.
You don't tell your hairdresser that you don't brush your hair. Alright?
But I don't, okay? I'm being honest. And this is a safe space where I can be honest.
Yes, you can.
So yeah, I don't brush my hair very often, but you know what? It's surviving. Don't worry, guys. It's surviving.
But it's long and it's gorgeous and we like that.
It needs to go though. It's getting cut soon.
Tell us something that may surprise us about you.
Oh my gosh. That's a hard one, Because even though, I feel I am an open book.
Right. Just like the book you read.
Yeah, just
book.
like the books I read,
Yeah.
But what you see is what you get. So I don't I hide nothing about myself.
And I think that's important.
So, for me to come up with something that may surprise you, I can't think of anything because...
Besides the fact that you don't brush your hair.
Besides that fact, but if you see me on a daily basis, you would know that I don't brush my hair just by how it is, okay? Just say it, Again, open book, you would know. But, yeah,
Surprise me. No.
I try to not hide anything about myself. I do who I am in the moment. That's just who I am. This here is just me. I'm not sugarcoating anything or pretending to be anybody else, or this is who I am. And I literally see myself as an open book.
And I think people can take some of that with them.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. And everything else comes naturally.
It does.
So we have so much more to see from Kimberly. And thank you so much for being on Coffee with Kerry.
It was a pleasure being
But
here.
we were having-
no coffees, but say what?
Good times and good friends.
Yep.
See you guys soon.